Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me tell you today about a project that we have here in Dubai, which is almost a mansion, a very big villa, uh, 3 floors. Each floor is almost 600 meters. And the issue here is that you cannot do this villa in KNX because it is already furnished and people are almost ready to go to the villa itself and start living there. And since you cannot compromise the quality for such a villa, and that the villa is very big. So your first option and the only option you have is to have a Z-Wave system, and you can enjoy also the security and the safety of the Z-Wave system itself, and it's not relying on the Wi-Fi. And the idea that you can have all of the system into on one application. Let me show you now what kind of devices we had in this project. Here are samples of the devices only, but the devices are much more. The first block in the DWF system is the home center. In our solution here, I'm using the home center 3. Okay, this from Subaru. It's a Polish Italian company now. Also, and it can connect devices from Z-Wave, Zigbee, Wi-Fi. So you can have a lot of devices integrated. And then since the system is very huge, you cannot rely only on the wireless connection. In this way, you are using a home center as a master, and you are using smaller home center, which is in our case, home center 3 Lite from the same company. Those will be used as slaves. And then the master and slaves will be communicating via the Ethernet connection, the wireless, the Wi-Fi connection, which is very fast and very reliable. And since this home center doesn't have an Ethernet connection and they don't want to connect using the Wi-Fi in this case, I only need to connect using the Ethernet connection. We have here an adapter which will be able to allow me to connect the home center 3 Lite to the network system via the Ethernet connection. So I have in our project, by the way, one home center 3 with almost 9 home center 3 lights. And of course, I have 9 cables to connect the home center 3 lights. Then also to get the coverage in a very good way, I had to add extender from EOTech, which is a zero extender, and it will allow me to have more coverage in the system and more stability in the system as well. I'm using almost maybe 16 of that. Then we have to go to the controls. The first choice for the control was to put touch panels, but the client already had his own fancy touch panels for the lighting control. So we moved to the modules. Modules meaning what? This module will be in the back of the touch panel itself. Sometimes you can put it on the ceiling itself. Okay, we are using here Hilton heavy duty switch for the single phase or single channels, and Subaru double relay for the double channels. This will allow me, the Hilton will allow me to connect one channel and up to 16 ampere. This will allow me to connect two channels up to 8 amperes. And since this might have an issue with the load, here Schneider safety relay. So this one I'm using to make sure that the inrush current is not getting my switches to be weld or to be compromised. So I'm using the relays and the safety relays as well. Then moving to the shutter controls, I'm also using here roller shutter from Subaru that will allow me to connect motors, garage doors, curtains, blinds, roll up, any kind of motors or shutters, of course. And I'm also using here, in case I'm using dimming, so I'm using also Subaru dimmer. Then when it comes to AC, after checking the AC compatibility, I found that we can connect the Hilton thermostat, which comes in black and in white. And with this thermostat, I'll be able to connect my system to the AC system, and then I can have a full control of the AC, and also still I have manual control from here. Then moving on, I need also to connect the intercom. In this case, we had the choice to get the intercom from Doorbird. And it's a German company called Doorbird. And the good thing about their intercom, they come in a lot of varieties, very stable, very high quality, and I'll be able to connect the intercom from Doorbird to my system as well. So from one mobile application, I'll be able to use the smart home system, and also to use the intercom from Doorbird, so the user doesn't have to switch from one application to another application. And also it has a mobile application that you can also use to see and to talk to whoever in front of your door, even if you are not in home. What else I have here? Last but not least, how the user will control that, not only for the mobile application, but also here I have a smart touch panel for smart home, okay, which is a 10-inch. You can see that it's very nice. And still, I can have here a flash bounce, so I can connect it in the back with this, so I don't have to drill any more drills for that. The Ethernet connection and power connection directly from the power outlet. Then I can control everything in the system using this smart touch panel. Okay, that's all for this project. We'll have more talks about every step in this project and other projects, inshallah, in our channel, to make sure that you are aware of what you are installing at your home, or even if you want to install it yourself, you'll be able to do that. Follow us, follow us if you're not following us yet, and see you in the next video, inshallah. Salam alaikum.